Hi everybody, it's me, Miss Laura. So today's art project is the four seasons. We have our spring, summer, fall, and winter. And I'm going to send you guys a link to a story that we've been reading this week in art class, and some of our art lessons have gone with the art with the story. And it's about a little house, and it lives in the country for a while, and then the city comes to it. You're going to really enjoy this story. But one of the little house loves it when it's in the country, and it can see all the seasons come and go. And it talks about how the leaves are falling in the fall and just everything that goes on in the different seasons. So I'm going to give you guys your template, and we're going to color the trees brown, and then I have paper, just small pieces of paper, and I've got green for my spring and summer, and I've got a little bit of pink for the flowers. If you want to use other colors for flowers, that's fine. I chose orange for my fall leaves. If you want to use red or yellow or any of those other fall colors. And then I have a little bit of light blue, and if you just want to use regular blue, but it kind of looks like snow on the ground and in the trees. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to color the tree brown. I'm going to do my trees one at a time. If you guys want to go ahead and color all your trees at the same time, you can do that. So we're almost done coloring our first tree. There we go. And now I'm going to rip up the green paper. I'm just going to rip a little bit of it at a time. With the spring tree that I'm working on, it doesn't have as many green leaves on it as I'm going to put for the summer. I'm ripping this a little bit smaller than I do usually. Lots of times I know I've said don't make them too small because it'll take us all day to get the artwork over. But since our trees are on the small side, I'm going to rip these a little bit smaller than what I usually do, and we're not going to have too many, so I think that's enough. I'm going to take my glue, and I'm just going to put dots all around on the branches, around the branches. Don't have to have as many as we're going to have for the summer one. So this is our spring flower. And now I just kind of go around and find the dots of glue. All right, that looks good. Not too many. I'm going to put more for the summer one. And now I'm going to rip up some of the pink. Don't need very many of these. I think on my sample over here I have about 8. But I think I'm going to put 9 because you guys know how I like to do things, have odd numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so now I'm going to make 9 dots. You can put some on top of the green or in the spaces, wherever you want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And now I'm just going to cover up that glue. All right, I think that looks pretty. See, it looks like flowers in the tree. So now I'm going to go on to my summer. I tell you what, this school year is kind of flying by. They always seem to. But we're almost in the next semester. The half the school year is almost gone. And it'll be summer before we know it. Alrighty, so there's my summer. Gonna rip up, I got a few of my little pieces of green left from my spring, and I'm gonna rip up some more. I wanna have more than I had for the spring. Alrighty, I think that should be good. Do my dots again. With my summer one, I'm gonna make dots higher up on my paper too, and that'll make the tree fuller with more leaves. All right, now we're just gonna cover up that glue. Oh, I want to rip up some more. I didn't get enough ripped. Yeah, we can whip up a few more, that's fine. I want to make it nice and full. Don't want to save too many of the branches. Alrighty, so isn't that pretty? So now we'll move on to our fall. I'm going to color that one, and then we'll add the orange leaves. In Florida, we don't have too many trees like up north that change colors, but we have a few. If any of you guys have never been up north during the fall, I highly recommend it. It is so pretty. All right, now I'm gonna rip up my orange. Don't need too many of these either. There's not a lot of leaves left on the tree. And I want to put some leaves kind of floating in the sky and on the ground too. I think that should be enough. Alrighty, I think that looks very pretty. So there is our fall. Not too many leaves, just right. And then our last one is our winter. And like I've said many times, if you guys would prefer to use a brown crayon or brown colored pencils, any of those materials you can use. All right, so here's my light blue, and kind of about as many as I did the orange. I didn't really count, just a few. Don't need too many. We're gonna lay these on the branches like snow would be on branches, and we'll put some of these down toward the bottom of the tree like snow would be around the bottom. All right, I think that should be good. Make my dots of blue. One more. Two more. I get one right in the center. And another one on the ground. There, like that. All right, so we have all of our 4 seasons. So the last thing I'm going to do is I want to glue it to another sheet of paper. And this paper is kind of like a window. I'll show you the sample again. Kind of looks like a window. So I'm going to go ahead and glue just around the edges of my white paper. The perimeter, as we would call it in math. Get those big words in there. And turn that over, and I'm just kind of center it in the middle of my paper. You guys can choose whatever color you want. I just happen to choose purple. The last thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some paper to cover up the lines in the middle to look like the window panes. So I'm gonna, they're the same length. This one I need to trim down, but the same length as the sides of our paper. So I'm gonna put glue right on that line that divides up our 4 seasons, and I'm gonna take it all the way to the top, go all the way down to the bottom, and across. And I'm gonna lay that right on top. I'm gonna lay this one across, and then I'm gonna trim it down. Sliding it down just a little bit so we can see the words. There. So, didn't that turn out pretty? I love it. It makes me think of looking out the window and seeing the different seasons. I hope you guys enjoyed this art project. Please send me your art projects. I would love to see them. I miss you guys so much, and I cannot wait to see you again. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.